Jacob, a man in his early 30s, father of 2 children. After the divorce, his life shrank down to work, home, and kids. His heart was empty, his soul tired. His ex-wife, Claire, left when their youngest son was only 4 years old. She was a woman with a flashy Instagram presence but a dark presence at home. Her motherhood was nominal, on paper, not in her heart. She disappeared on weekends, called the kids a burden, and in moments of anger, could hit or say things that hurt for a long time. Jacob tried to save the family until the very end. He hoped she would change, that the kids would have a mother, that their marriage could heal. But in the end, he left, not for himself, but for the children, so they wouldn't grow up in fear. But it didn't get easier after the breakup. He didn't rush into a new life, instead, he closed himself off even more. A year of silence. A year of guilt. A year of asking, maybe it's my fault. Every night, putting the kids to bed, he'd stare at the ceiling, remembering how things used to be. Wishing things had gone differently. Hoping everything would get better. But nothing changed. Except him. Meeting Alice was accidental. She was standing in front of him at a coffee shop, unsure how to pay. Her card was declined. He smiled and said, "I can cover it. Promise me you'll pay it forward someday?" She laughed. That same day, they bumped into each other again, at a bookstore. They started talking. Easily. Casually. Then again. And again. Alice didn't know his past, didn't ask. She just shared warmth. Talked about books. Made cardamom coffee. And for the first time in a long time, Jacob felt someone truly saw him. Not as a dad, not as a man burdened by his past, but as a person. When he first invited her for a walk with the kids, he was more nervous than at any job interview. But it went differently than he feared. His son immediately showed her his drawings. And his daughter held her hand all the way home. Alice didn't pretend to be a mother. She didn't try to replace one. She just was there. Helping. Listening. Smiling. Giving the kids something they never knew, peace. Warmth. Acceptance. The kids started calling her my Alice. And Jacob began to believe happiness was possible. But peace doesn't last forever. One day, Claire came back. She returned to town with new hair color and old ambitions. She said she wanted to see the kids more. More often. And then hinted, maybe we should give us another chance. After all, we are a family. Those words shook Jacob. Claire was tough but cunning. And the law was on her side. He feared if she took the kids, Alice would leave, and with her, happiness. He began to distance himself, from Alice, from himself, from the future. Then everything changed during a late-night conversation. He heard his daughter crying in her room. He sat beside her and held her close.
"Dad? If Mom lives with us again, will Alice leave? I don't want her to go. Mom," she yelled. "She pushed us, she was gone. But Alice, she's here. She's kind, she's ours."
Those words pierced Jacob's heart to its core. No court can tell who a child's true family is. But the heart can. And the children's hearts had already chosen. The next morning, he knocked on Alice's door. She was surprised at first. Her heart raced, she didn't know what to expect. Would he accept her? Or was it too late? When she opened the door, she saw his eyes, tired but sincere. There was the weight of thought, yet hope as well. She was silent for a few seconds, gathering her thoughts. Tears appeared in her eyes, not of sadness, but relief. She held his hand as if afraid this moment might disappear. Her voice was quiet but determined. "I was afraid of losing you and the kids too. But we all deserve happiness. And I'm ready to walk this path with you." They embraced, and in the silence of that moment, there was more than words, there was true forgiveness, acceptance, and a new beginning. They married 6 months later. Simply. Quietly. By the lake. Their son held the rings. their daughter held the bouquet. And that day, Jacob had no doubts, because love isn't the past coming back. It's the future you choose. And sometimes, a second chance is the right one.